Have you been seeing empty shelves at your local store recently? You're not alone. There is an ongoing shortage of a whole lot of materials from toys, beverages, snacks, electronics, even cars. This video will explore the cause of such shortages. But first, subscribe to my channel for more great videos. Okay, let's get into it. Many countries like the US, England, Germany, Australia, and China are experiencing shortage of certain goods. Why this is happening now is mostly as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The world's supply chain is really complex and interconnected. It's highly likely that most accessories and items in your home were not created in the country you live. They were created in another one. In fact, most likely more than one. Take your iPhone for example. The components in it like the camera and screen are sourced from 43 countries and 6 continents across the globe. Then they are sent to assembling factories in India or China, then shipped to a warehouse, then to retailers around the world. So if there are material shortages in Japan, labor shortages in China, and port backlogs in the USA, then it becomes extremely difficult to get an iPhone where you are. This is because there aren't any substantial amount of warehouses full of the different components necessary for the iPhone. Neither are there any warehouses filled with completed iPhone in case there is a disruption. This is called just-in-time manufacturing, which just means that items or goods aren't received until they are ready to be used. This creates a system that is highly efficient and cheaper because there are less needs for expensive warehouses and labor for them. But it also makes it more vulnerable to shocks or disruptions because there is no safety net of goods somewhere in case something bad happens and you can't get a certain component like an earthquake or a pandemic. Because of the pandemic and other factors, many links in the supply chain has been disrupted. In China, power shortages have slowed down production of furniture, circuit boards, plastic and steel necessary for many goods and accessories. When these completed goods are then loaded onto container ships and transported to a port like Los Angeles and Long Beach in California that together account for 40% of cargo entries into the US, they are meted with this, a long queue to be unloaded. This line is as a result of labor shortages. Some of it is as a result of the pandemic because of quarantine laws and contact tracing causing many workers to stay at home. But really, many jobs were needed before the pandemic even began. The biggest shortages is in the trucking industry. Before the pandemic, the US was short of 60,000 truck drivers. Now it is short of 80,000. That's an increase of 30% compared to before the pandemic. Meanwhile, consumer demand has grown. More demand, hence more goods coming in, and a lesser ability to get those goods to consumers equals this: a 60-ship backlog at its height in. Consumers will either can't find what they're looking for this Thanksgiving and Christmas, or will have to turn up a much greater price for it. Most experts say the crisis will continue into the next year, so get your Christmas shopping done early before it becomes even harder to find your goods. Okay guys, that's it. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. That will be a great thing to do,